the Vibe House.
And today, we're installing exhaust on the XR6 Turbo here. First thing we've got a beautiful 4-inch dump pipe made out of 409 stainless steel with beautiful TIG welds.
Yeah, you tell them.
And then after that, we have the good old cat delete section. Good thing it's bubble wrapped. But anyways, yeah, so this is a cat delete right here for the cops. It's got a high flow cat in it. Then after that, it leads to another straight pipe section. And then after that, we have the mid section.
The mid pipe.
Mid pipe, that's what you call it. And we're gonna be doing a how-to on how to install it on your Falcon.
Let's get to it.
So basically, to do the exhaust, you're gonna need a tool set first of all. But the main tools you're gonna need is a 7 and an 8mm socket for the top parts here on your engine bay. And then you're gonna need a 13mm for the dump pipe. And it helps a lot if you have a ratcheting 13mm, because it'll make your life a whole lot easier. But if you don't, then it's just gonna take you a long time basically. So yeah, we'll be starting from the top, because there's a few stuff you gotta do from the top, and then we'll be jacking off the car later and doing it from the bottom. This air intake pipe there, your throttle body section here as well. Oh, I gotta take off the blower valve. No, it's okay. So I forgot what this was called, but it's called something for your oil return to your inlet. So this got to come off as well. Oh yeah, easy just to do it from there. And then if you wiggle it enough, your crossover should come off. Yeah, so it's good to just give it, a bit of a hard shake, She can take it, don't be too worried.
A little bit of persuasion from the nation.
And that's your crossover off.
This is a man at work. Teach him.
So basically, anti-clockwise is your lefty-loosey, so going this way. And then your righty-tighty is clockwise. So if it's easy for you, you can just think of a clock. If it's going the wrong way, then you're loosening. If it's going the right way, then you're tightening.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
For those who don't know Russian, what is an ugga-dugga?
Oh, so it's basically this thing over here that goes bang, 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 bang.
Apparently, he's not a real man anymore.
No, it's just to fasten things up for, the sake of YouTube. It's for you guys. If I was doing this at home, I would never use such a thing.
That's a total lie. He uses it all the time. It's his favorite thing.
Yeah. So usually when you jack up your car, you want to make sure you check underneath and make sure you've got it on a jacking point. But me, I usually just normally just don't look, and then I just jack it off. Just want to make sure you get it from the tip. You really want to pull like that. And then once you think it's high enough, you want to get your safety jack stands. Put them underneath. But you got to make sure you look. Oh, I actually got that pretty good. And then let go. Well, what I like to do, I like to keep the jack there just for extra protection there. Pro tip for you guys, what I usually like to do, I like to take off the wheel, especially if you're working like underneath your car in the front section. It makes it a lot easier to get underneath your car than going in from the front or like over here. So this might be a little bit tight, but as you can see, 3 bolts left for the dump. One there. There's one over there, one to the left. So now these are a bit hard to get to, but if you got the right tools, makes your life a lot easier. Yeah, get to those. O2 sensor is connected right here with this plug, and there's 2 ways you can disconnect it. You can either disconnect this cable, which I'm struggling with. I think there's some sort of bolt section here, so I don't know what this is, but makes it a bit difficult to disconnect it. Or if you have a 22mm or an adjustable wrench, you can get to the nut with the O2 sensor right here, and you can just disconnect it that way. What I'm gonna do, I'm probably just gonna get the wrench and disconnect it that way.
So currently, he is trying to take off the bolt for the cat,
which is a 16mm. If you have a stock system,
Yeah, so just a quick word of advice. When you're taking off your final nut, remember to hold on to the exhaust so it doesn't drop on you.
Yeah, now we're getting to the mid-pipe section. Once you've taken off the nut for your cat section is just basically a really long piece of pipe. And then it connects to the middle section right here. So for me, I got the wrong size. This is 16 mil. But I think for stock systems, I'm pretty sure these are all 15 mils right along here. So yeah. Now you just loosen these bad boys.
Okay guys, so what you would like is you want someone to hold the rest of the exhaust so that when the bolts are taken off it doesn't completely fall down and smash. So Russia, how do we put this together?
So with the exhaust that Ultrex has gave us, they've actually given us V-band clamps. So these aren't like your normal ones where you just normally nut and bolt it. What actually happens is you get this clamp here, which fits halfway around the initial exhaust part, and then you get your gasket type of ring here. And then this actual exhaust goes on top of that. And what you're actually meant to do is get this part here. So not the outer ring, but the inner ring. And you're meant to get that over the top of this, just like that. And then you tighten it down.
Too easy, thank you so much.
Now we're out with the old, and now we're gonna be putting the new stuff in. And as you can see, there's actually quite a drastic difference here between the two. So this is what we have on the stock dump pipe of your normal exhaust, which is, you know, very small, very restrictive. And this is our new dump pipe here. A lot bigger, a lot less restrictive. But the main thing, the main dish that comes after is the cap, right? As your exhaust gases flow through here, they all get restricted through this cat section right here, which is what we don't want. We don't like restriction. We want to get rid of that. That's exactly why we have this free-flowing cat. It goes all the way through to the midsection.
So Russia, what is the CAT? Is that like an acronym for something?
So that basically stands for your catalytic converter. And that's to, in WA especially, and in all states of Australia, it's to reduce emissions for all cars, you know. But to be honest, we don't really care about that.
Hey Russia, so I've noticed that there's a lot of fingerprints on here. Is there a pro tip we can do? Is that something we need to know about that?
Oh, definitely, definitely. So when you have a new exhaust, especially an exhaust that is stainless steel, you want to make sure you get a rag and wipe it clean. Because from all your oily hands like this, these fingerprints, they're actually going to get like smudged into your exhaust, and you can get like fumes and it'll just smell bad in general. So that's why you want to get a clean rag and just wipe it all off.
So after you guys have put together the exhaust, particularly the downpipe, what you're going to do is put the downpipe back on where you took it off. So you're just going to put it back on the turbo and you're going to tighten it. And then after you tighten it,
then you put on your cat.
Right here we have the brand new downpipe. So we've just put it in, and after we tighten up the bolts, we're going to put in the O2 sensor. And then after we put in the O2 sensor and we've tightened up these bolts, we're going to put the rest of the exhaust on. So we're just going to put the high flow cap, wink wink, in there, and then we'll put the rest of the mid pipe. O2 sensor, nice and secured.
You to pass me the 11mm with the ratchet.
So this, guys, is what you call a confusing workspace. Because I don't know where the hell the 11mm ratchet is. Because he likes to have everything everywhere. So this is a learning. Don't be like Russian. Put things where they should be.
That's facts. Actually put them back. So this last part of the exhaust install, I'm going to be recording myself. So with this part, it's a bit difficult if you are by yourself. So if you definitely have a friend, it does make it a lot easier. You know, picking up the exhaust, holding it up so you can put the bolts through the gasket. But you know, with just enough patience, you know, you can get it done. So you can, as you can see here, I was just basically on the front part, I put the bolt through first with the gasket, and then I just put the nut through just to make sure it's locked in. And then the second part, I'm putting up the other side of the exhaust. So it's not too hard. So just 2 bolts at the front and 3 bolts at the back. Now, if you are doing this exhaust install, one thing I will definitely say is please make sure that you do get your car retuned. If you just drive your car normally after putting on the exhaust, what you're going to experience is that your car is going to overboost. and it's gonna cause a lot of problems for you, and a lot of problems that aren't good for your engine. So I definitely recommend getting it tuned, because what's actually happening is because in the air fuel ratio there's actually too much air now, because it's a lot less restrictive, but the car isn't actually used to it. So for my case, I actually haven't gotten it tuned because my car is already tuned for this type of exhaust. But yeah, if you are getting this exhaust, please go and definitely do tune it. So with the sound of the exhaust, so since we aren't changing any of the mufflers in this case, doing just the cat delete isn't going to make the car sound a whole lot nicer, but it definitely does change the tone of the car. And the car's tone now, it has a bit more of a raspier tone, which sounds a lot nicer when you're up high in the rev range. And the turbo, for me personally, I can feel the turbo response a lot quicker, and it spools up a lot louder as well now with this exhaust. So yeah, would I say is worth it for the money? $800 definitely is. I would definitely, if you have the opportunity, I would definitely go and get this exhaust. But yeah, now we'll go into a sound clip of what the exhaust sounds like.